Overcome by grief, a mother lying in the road. Her only child is dead. Where so many lost their lives at this industrial poultry farm, there is anguish and anger. As this lady tells us her aunt is still missing, a policeman shuts us down. We are told to move away from the crowd. Across the road, another relative of a victim of the chicken farm fire is manhandled away from us. This lady shouts at him not to leave, but to tell reporters the truth. When he does go, she cries out, "My sister-in-law died right there. I have nothing to fear now. They died such a horrible death because the door was shut." Another relative quietly tells us workers couldn't get out, adding they'd complained about the doors before. At the nearby hospital, more anxious relatives scrutinize a list of survivors. Inside, police control the corridor to the injured. Relatives huddle nearby. My cousin only just got out alive, this lady tells us. She went to one door, it was locked. She went to another and just managed to get her arm out through a tiny hole before she was overcome and collapsed. As we wait, this woman wheeled off for surgery. She tells us she can barely talk. Her jaw, arm and leg were damaged, jumping from a window. Meanwhile, close to the farm, a scuffle between families and police. The crowds have been growing through the morning, passions are rising, tempers are flaring, and it's now developed into a sort of a standoff with the police line, and the people here, anxious to know about their relatives, kept back from the chicken factory. When we talk to this man, the reason for so much anger becomes clearer. Wang Shufen's wife is missing. He tells us she went to work at 4 a.m. and has had no news since. Everyone is trying to add their story, but he persists. No one liked working there, he says. 16-hour days, not enough toilet breaks, no holidays, for a little over $300 a month. Left with only anguish and no answers, anger is rising. Bitter authorities are blocking them rather than finding their loved ones. Nick Robertson, CNN, Mishatsi, China.